Hey guys, welcome back. I am doing a makeup tutorial today, so let's go ahead and jump right into it. To get started, I'm going to go ahead and prep my lips with this Milani Fruit Fetish lip balm in Dragon Fruit Peach. It's a lip balm infused with shea butter and fruit extracts, it says. Guys, this stuff smells so good and it does a really good job at moisturizing and plumping my lips. I'm going in with my moisturizer. This is my holy grail. It's the Olay Regenerist Whip with SPF 25. Guys, I love this moisturizer. It's so good, so universal, great for all skin type. It has such great benefits. It improves the elasticity of your skin and gives you such an air finish. Super lightweight. To prime my face, I am using the Maybelline Master Blur Stick in Transparent Universal. Just focusing that on my pores, like around my nose, upper lip area, just to go ahead and smooth those out before I apply the foundation. Now to fill in my eyebrows just a little bit, I'm taking the LA Girl Shady Slim. Guys, when I first read that, I thought it said Slim Shady, but it says Shady Slim. In the darkest brown. And I already have my eyebrows microbladed, so I just followed the natural shape that I already have. But because I have such a natural finish, doing the fill-in with the pencil, with the brow pencil, really lets me just intensify my brows however I want versus, you know, having to deal with them super intense all the time. Now using my Maybelline Dream Urban Cover foundation in 330 and 310. I like to mix those two together to go ahead and give me the perfect shade. Now I know it doesn't match my face, but it does match the rest of my body. My face is a lot lighter because of the SPF I use all the time, whether I wear makeup or not. I always have SPF, so that's why my face is a lot lighter. I like to go ahead and focus that just on my problematic areas, like where my acne scars are, to go ahead and ensure that I get the best coverage in those spots. Taking my damp Morphe Beauty Sponge, I'm going to work that foundation in using a press in motion. Pressing in the foundation is really going to help melt that foundation into the skin versus just like rubbing it everywhere or dabbing it so fast that you're not really working it. Doing this technique will really help your foundation look like skin. Now taking my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Medium, I like to apply that right on my under eye and then extend it out in an upward motion just a little bit. Doing that really helps give you like a lifted eye effect without doing the most. And then anywhere else I will apply this usually is on my upper lip, my chin, and my forehead, just to insinuate the highlight points of my whole face. Using the same beauty sponge I use for my foundation, I'm just going to go ahead and work that concealer in, leaving the under eye last. I do it last because I like to let the product sit on my under eye and really melt into my skin to ensure that I get the best coverage. I like to take my Makeup Shack mirror and look upward just to let me really get into my lower lash line and blend that concealer out as close as possible to give me like a smooth, just to give me a smoother blend. And to add a little bit more highlight, I like to take the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer in the shade Medium Beige. This is a tad bit lighter than my skin tone, but like I said, I like to use it just to add a little bit more brightness to my under eye. Now taking the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder in Translucent, I like to go ahead and pour a little bit out into the cap, dip my beauty sponge into that, and really press that product into my under eye. I use the pressing technique a lot because it really helps give me such a smooth airbrush finish. And this is also my first time using this particular powder, but I have used the foundation in the past before, the Photo Focus foundation, so I already had like some expectation. I was pretty excited, but as you can see, like it just gives you such a smooth finish, guys. Like it really does give you like an airbrush soft velvety finish. Then I just go ahead and set everything else where I normally tend to get oily. Now to set the rest of my face, I'm going to use my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Medium Deep. So as you guys can see, I am wearing a white shirt. So I'm like hoping that none of the fallout of the powder falls onto my shirt, which is why I'm leaning forward just a little bit. Everywhere that I put foundation is where I'm going to apply this powder and just like dab a little bit of it over that Wet n Wild powder just to go ahead and blend everything together. I am so impressed. It really gave me such a smooth airbrush Facetune finish. Moving on to bronzer, I'm going to take the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in Deep Bronzer and just add some depth back into my face. I like to use my Morphe M530 brush to go ahead and apply that, and using like that smiling technique. I like to smile when I apply my bronzer just to see the high points of my cheek and where it actually dips under that, so I can really define my face. Alright, now moving on to my highlight, I like to use that Maybelline Master Chrome Metallic Highlighter in Molten Gold. So freaking beautiful. And I like to take the BH Cosmetics number 16 brush and apply that in my high points, right where that light hits on the apples of my cheeks. Guys, this highlighter is so good. If you guys want or have been looking for a dupe for the ABH Amrezy highlighter, this is it. Like, this is it. It's so smooth. It's not powdery at all and does a really good job at blending in with everything else. Now going in with blush, I like to take the Milani Baked Blush in Bellissimo Bronze and using my Wet n Wild blush brush and apply that between my highlighter and my bronzer. Doing this, I find that it does a really good job at just blending all three products together. Moving on to lashes, I am using my favorite lash glue, the Star Glue, and lashes today I'm taking the Dodo lashes in style D105. I like to use my Tarte eyelash applicator tool, that gold one that you see right there, to apply the glue to my lashes to give it a more precise application. A good tip to do whenever you struggle with applying eyelashes is take a mirror, use it at an angle, and looking down, it will let you see where exactly your lash line is and where you need to place your false lash. I go ahead and apply it first right in the middle, and then once that's fully on, then I go ahead and grab the ends of the lash and connect them to my corners of my lash line. Here I'm just letting it fan out a little bit because my glue wasn't really ready for me to apply yet, but that's all right because I'm going to go back in and clean that up a little bit, and you guys will see in a second how I do that. So then what I like to do is just go back in with that Tarte lash applicator and pinch the eyelash band down as close as I can to my lash line. And doing that also helps clean up any glue that you might have outside of the lash line. So you see how my left eye was just looking like a mess? Well, now it's cleaned up. And same here, you're gonna see in that inner corner right there where I have that little bump. Boom, just tap it, pinch it, boom, it's cleaned up. That's why I like this lash glue so much, because it's pretty forgiving. It still makes it manageable to work with. Now using some mascara, I'm taking the IT Cosmetics Lash Blowout. I like to go ahead and just wipe off any excess product because I don't want to apply too much on my top lash line. I just want to apply just a bit to go ahead and blend my real lashes to the false lashes, and then apply a little bit to my lower lashes. Now going in with some gel liner, I'm using the Inglot in number 77 and taking an angle brush. I like to work that into the back of my hand to warm it up a little bit before applying it and just tight line my waterline. Now to go ahead and tame my little eyebrow pelitos, I like to take the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel in the color Deep Brown and just brush the little hairs that I have left. This is why I have them microbladed. Like my eyebrows just don't grow anymore, so I work with what I have. I just go ahead and brush those in, making sure they stay tamed and in place. So I wasn't sure which lip color to go with. I was just debating between these two, but I decided to go with this ColourPop blotted lip in the color Swing Away. I think it complements my skin tone really well, but I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over my lips. Now to lock everything in place, I am taking my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray and just give me a good dose of that and let that dry. A new trick that I started doing is taking my beauty sponge and pressing in the spray. Doing this, I found that my makeup does last a lot longer and really sets everything, like literally everything, into place all day. Alright guys, this is the final look. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!